Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes is finally out, and today we are going to take a look at the handheld version of the game here and just see how it runs and see how it looks a little bit and talk about its performance. I've actually played quite a bit of handheld. This is the second game in the game, and by game you know exactly what I'm talking about. The 6 games that are in the console, that is in the console, if that makes sense to you. I'm actually having a surprisingly good time with the game, if I'm gonna be honest. It isn't the most revolutionary thing in the world, but here you're seeing this like super weird, like extremely top-down perspective, and there are those like flying playing cards there that if you hit, it changes the perspective of the level, and you can of course continue to make your way. We probably need to go that way, I think. And oh, okay, more enemies popped up. For anybody unfamiliar with the game, this is not how the entire game looks. You are going to be able to take a look at a different portion here in a little bit that is going to be a better indication of what the game actually is. Alright, and that's the one that moves, not the other one. Okay, so what I need to do is come back over here and move it so that this other path is not obscured. So maybe that way, I think, is where we are supposed to go. And once we get into the other house, it does shift to the other perspective that is way more common in Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, because as you know, there is a lot of different stuff to do in this game. Here we have the house that I'm talking about. I think we could probably go into it here in a minute. We just gotta make sure to rotate, yeah, that way. Okay, so now that we rotated that over there and we have a path to the house over there completely clear, we should be okay. We gotta recharge the battery here a bit. Alright, we're fully charged now. Let's finish off these enemies here that are super tiny. Look, in handheld, this is really hard to notice what's happening. Obviously, just because it's a little bit blurry. There isn't the most detail when it comes to the environment and the level design, things like that. But once you shift to this perspective here, and once we're in the house, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This top-down one is way more manageable. You can totally see what is going on. We have the doppelganger. Wasn't able to forgive those who fell through the cracks of society. There was a dope dealer out on parole who was living in this house, but he was secretly providing drugs to teenagers. So to make sure the dealer couldn't do any more damage, doppelganger sliced into bits with his corkscrew. Doppelganger, just for a little bit of context, is a serial killer that is loose on this fictional town that we are currently playing in. It is part of the game in the game. Alright, so let's go ahead, gather all these coins, and boom, we have some enemies to fight here. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and zap you. That's a new ability I just got. It's actually like super cool looking in my opinion. It's going to be a little odd to angle this so that there isn't a ton of glare, so please forgive me for that, but we can continue to make our way here. Every room might have some enemies. We clear those out and it's going to open up another room. Here we have a Buckstra. Grandpa's words of wisdom. I love these. Those who say your allies are usually bad-mouthing you in secret, be careful of those people. Alright. So, good words. More good words from Grandpa. Alright, from there, we have some dangerous enemies here coming at us, and we should probably back up a bit. And recharge our sword in a moment as soon as we can. Alright, let's use the ability here, stun you at least, so that I can go recharge my battery for the sword here. Oh, okay, and now you can. There we go. That should gonna allow us to recharge. Perfect. Alright, recharge. With that, let's see, boom, there you go. Take that, and they are done. Easy peasy. Okay, this is nothing really. Okay, we can try to figure out exactly. No, that's where we came from. So one of these other doors over here must have opened up clearly. Huh. There we go. Here, something in the fireplace. Alright, it's a new enemy type, a balloon bug. He has a shield though. We have our heavy attacks to do away with dudes that have shields. We should probably like stomp down on him. There you go, like that. That'll work. And we can also try our new ability that we got, and just like that, he is done. That wasn't so difficult at all, honestly. But now we have a whole bunch of enemies on top of the guy with the shield, and then that's probably where it becomes a little trickier here. Let's finish you off just because you're not so tough. Alright. Get rid of the shield, or try to get rid of the shield, or we can just use our ability. Our ability is good too. That worked perfectly. Ooh, more enemies. Okay, I was not expecting that. Let's finish off these blue ones because they throw projectiles at you, and that's annoying. Let's try to recharge a sword. Alright, we have our ability back. Boom. Perfect. Alright, that's a nice little encounter there, and that should, yes, it's gonna open up that door there for us to save and then continue to the next house. We are gonna need to go right back out there to the maze to make sure that we can continue on our path here. Where's this restroom at? Didn't really see where it was. We'll find it here in a moment. For anybody that doesn't know, you save in bathrooms in Travis Strikes Again. That is one of the kind of gross but little charming ways that the game differentiates itself. Travis pulls his pants down, goes to save, and that is how you do it. It is a Suda51 game, after all. It's super wacky and zany, and you guys know what to expect with him, but I'm honestly kind of a fan of his stuff. He reminds me of a very crazy, like, Tarantino, honestly. And I always say that when we talk about Suda51, but I always think about that whenever I get a chance to play his games. So far, with Travis Strikes Again, I've been surprised that I'm having such a good time with it. I don't know how much longer that's going to last for, just because there are certain sections that do get repetitive. But for now, I've been pretty good. Now we got to get to that next house. We're over here, and it's going to be the same thing. We are going to go around defeating these enemies, flipping perspectives here, or not perspectives, just like these blocks, in order to continue on the chosen path. Alright, that's blocked off. Alright, now we have some enemies. Ooh, the camera kind of zoomed in there on us. I was not expecting that at all. Alright, let's back up. Ability, boom. Okay, you have... There you go. Nope. Okay, that didn't work. That'll work. And with that, let's charge up a little bit before he comes back, because he is definitely coming back. There we go. Okay, that worked. Okay, so that opens up here. Let's go ahead and make sure to get all these coins. The coins are actually semi-important. Not because they do anything, but if you want to buy the outfits, the clothing, the t-shirts really is all it is, you're going to want those coins. A t-shirt for a specific indie game costs about 8,000 of those coins. In currency, of course, there are different ways to get coins, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's see, how do we get there? Alright, we're good on that. Yeah, I'm trying to go back that way. So, if we can do this. Alright, that seems like that is going to give us a pretty clear path on the way back here. Alright, let's see. If you had, or if I had, I guess, if I had someone to play this with, I would definitely show you what a single Joy-Con looks like, because I want to know what that feels like. Here I'm playing handheld, but there is like slight motion. You can recharge your battery by like waggling the control in a weird posture that's like sort of sexual innuendo or whatever. But for the most part, pretty straightforward as far as the combat goes. Let's go into the next house here though, and see what's in here. Maybe some more surprises, a different enemy type. I have encountered a new enemy type in each one of the houses I've been in. This house marks part of the doppelganger's descent into madness. It is here he took another step towards becoming a monster. He crucified a teenager who had killed his parents and gotten away with the crime. Then, in order to hear the criminal's voice, he ate his body. Okay, that's creepy. That's when he began to play host to a range of different personalities. Huh. Kind of reminds me of Split a little bit. Or just a personality-based stuff, I guess. Alright, so while we finish these very annoying guys off, let's actually come over here, recharge the battery, and this is where the waggle would cut. Not even a waggle, just like a little bit of motion control to recharge your katana blade there. Alright, so let's finish you off. Alright, that should open up that door. Perfect. Okay, oh my god, please die. Let's do a little bit of zap. Okay, I hate those guys with the shield so much. Okay, he's done. Alright, so now I can focus on the guy with the shield a little bit. Okay, but he will not go down easily. What a punk. Come on, dude, with the shield. Fine, I'll just use my ability. That'll work too. I like to try to save those for when enemies are a little bit more bunched up and when it like would be more convenient, but I'm never able to. Alright, Grandpa's words of wisdom. When it comes to cheddar cheese, its age 2 years or nothing. Learn to tell the difference. Okay. I don't think I've ever had aged cheese. Let me know in the comments below if you've had aged cheese and how that was. But for now, let's get back on Travis Strikes Again and try to finish off some of these very pesky enemies. There you go. Oh, I could have attacked you. You were open there. If you can get around him, you can just like attack him regularly. But getting around him is tricky. All right, that works just as well. All right, let's recharge the katana. All right, cool. Let's continue. All right, we see the save point there. I think this should be the last room before we are able to unlock it. Ooh, okay, decent damage there. Good, good, good. And the control scheme is like simple enough that even with single Joy-Con, I can totally see how this just like works out perfectly. All you need is like one of the bumper buttons and the face buttons, and that's it. You can move with either stick. Both of those completely make sense. So yeah, I want to maybe bug Zach when next time we're in like the same room together about playing this together with single Joy-Con, just to see how that goes. I don't get to play single Joy-Con a lot in general, so that's something I would definitely like to give a try. So let's go ahead and save here. Alright, we have the toilet. Let's go ahead and make sure that we save one last time for you guys. But there you have it. This has been Travis Strikes Again. No More Heroes on Nintendo Switch, handheld version. Not super far into the game here, just a couple of hours, but we will try to continue to push through and bring a review for you when that's done. But for now, thank you for watching. You guys are super appreciated. Let me know what more you want to see from Travis Strikes Again in the comments below, and we will catch you on the next one. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Don't forget to subscribe. SwitchForce out.